Dear learners, today we are going to see about the research methods and the quantitative research designs. In this session, we are going to discuss the types of the research methods, explain the criteria for quantitative research designs, and list the various types of quantitative research design, and explain the characteristics of experimental research. Research method. It is a technique used to structure a study and to gather and analyze the information in a systematic fashion. This research method is broadly classified into three categories as quantitative method, qualitative method and mixed method. Quantitative method. It is a positivist paradigm. It is associated with collection and analysis of numeric information. Whereas the qualitative method is a constructivist paradigm associated with collection and analysis of subjective narrative materials using flexible procedures in the field. The mixed method research, in which the investigator collects and analyzes the data, integrates the finding and draw inferences using both qualitative and quantitative method in a single study. The main aim of quantitative research is to determine the cause and effect relationship and to provide a method of measuring the effectiveness of intervention or else the treatment. To say it as a quantitative research design, there is a causality. The criteria of the causality includes cause and effect. The cause is the independent variable and effect is the dependent variable, and it must be associated with each other. That is, the cause must precede to effect and the relationship must be explained by another variable. Now we'll discuss about the types of quantitative designs. The quantitative designs are broadly categorized into three groups. The true experimental design, which includes randomized control trials or randomized clinical trials. The quasi-experimental design, which is otherwise called as controlled trial without randomization. And the last is non-experimental designs. To say it as an experimental design, there must be three characteristics, that is manipulation, randomization and control. So manipulation, it means doing something to the experimental group. The experimental group subjects must receive the treatment. For example, nurse-led counseling on diet and medication adherence among adolescents with chronic kidney disease. Here, the intervention or the treatment is nurse-led counseling on diet on medication adherence. This is the manipulation given to the experimental subjects. Whereas in the control group, there is no manipulation, or else you can give another treatment and the outcome is evaluated. Example, routine care to the control group of adolescents with chronic kidney disease, or else the physician-led counseling on diet and medication adherence among adolescents with chronic kidney disease. Here the cause is the independent variable, that is the nurse-led counseling, and the effect or outcome is the dependent variable, which is nothing but the level of diet and treatment adherence. The next characteristic is the control. If you want to build up a relationship or identify the relationship between the cause and the effect, it needs at least one comparison. This comparison could be taken as a control. The control is otherwise called as counterfactual. That means what would have happened to the same people who are exposed to causal factor if they simultaneously were not exposed to the causal factor. Here we have few control conditions. In some of the experiments, we can have no intervention for the control group. That means no treatment at all for the control group subjects. We can also have usual care or routine care. The control group can receive this routine care. Additional care has not been given to them. So that can also be have as a control. Or else we can have some alternative treatment to the control group where other treatment to the experimental group, where this alternative treatment acts as a control. For example, music therapy versus massage. When you give a music therapy for the experimental group, a simple massage could be given for the control group subjects. The other mode of having a control is of pseudo-intervention. Pseudo means placebo or a false. So when the group, experimental group receives a sucrose solution for the pain relief, we can give a sterile water for the control group for the pain relief. The other way to have a control is giving a lower dose or the intensity of a treatment, or only a part of the treatment is given to the control group. So the dose wise the comparison could be made. And the last way of having a control is delayed treatment. That means the control group members are waitlisted and exposed to the experimental treatment at a later point. So these are the various means of having a control for the comparison. The last characteristic is the randomization. Randomization means giving chance to all the subjects to participate in the study. That means every subject has an equal chance of being assigned to any of the group. This assignment of the individuals or study subjects to the group can be of individual or in a group. This could be done by making of a coin, or by tossing a coin or flipping a coin, or by a lottery method, or by table of random numbers or computer generated numbers. Once the subjects are assigned to the experimenter and to the control group, then it becomes based on these techniques, it becomes a randomization. The main advantage of randomization is it reduces the systematic bias, and it also allows comparability, and the most important thing is it gives greater confidence for the researcher. So far in this module we have seen different research methods, types of quantitative designs and characteristics of experimental designs. And in the next module we will be dealing in detail with the quantitative research designs.